All right, so last leg day before Texas, also last training before we take the plane tomorrow. I haven't trained legs here yet, obviously, because we were here during peak week. But since now one of the shows is over, we're gonna get a little bit more blood into the legs as well. It's still gonna be a regular training, okay? We're just gonna be conscious of you know, not getting hurt. I did a little tour. There's a lot of cool equipment. It's gonna be cool. So we're gonna start with the abductor machine. So it's gonna kind of look like the workout we did back in Toronto. Maybe a little bit of variations if we want to try out some machines. But other than that, we're gonna try to keep the staples as they are. We don't want to change too much. I like what I'm doing usually. So, but we're gonna work with what we have here. And I looked at all the equipment. We're gonna have a great workout. It's gonna be awesome. Only once a week. It's not like for me right now. I have more emphasis that I have to put on my chest, my back. So those are the days those are the body parts that I'll do more volume in the week. Not necessarily per training, but I'll hit them twice in the week. As like a 5-day split, I'll hit them twice. So, but legs is maybe hamstrings. I'll add it to, let's say, one of the back days, to kind of get a little bit more stimulation in the hamstring. I can use a little bit more, a little bit more drop on my hamstrings. But for the quads, like my quads are good, you know? And but at one point, if everything else is like full and I have a good back, I have a good chest, then we'll start packing on more muscle, right? It's always about improving, but yeah, right now, it's not my priority. Right now, what's missing on my physique isn't legs. And when I was talking about how specific I am about my training, the only reason I'm specific like that is because I have a lot of muscle. I see guys coming up or some of my clients, sometimes they ask me, hey, like, I think I should really grow this body part or that body part. They just started with me, let's say. And it's like, you look at the physique and it's like, well, sure, you need more legs. You also need everything else. So you don't have enough muscle to be so specific. Don't be scared to develop imbalances, because at the end of the day, yes, your genetic flaws will show, but also your genetic strength will show. But if you're trying to be so specific, you might take away from your genetic potential on certain things. So let's say when I started, I was doing everything twice a week, right? Legs, back, chest, everything. Well, you know what? My legs got bigger, right? Because genetically, I was predisposed of having big legs, and I was training really hard too. So, but that's good. Now my legs are big, right? Now I can be a lot more specific because I have a lot of muscle everywhere, and I can say, okay, now I don't need more size. But if your problem isn't that, and you actually need more size, stop being so specific on like certain exercises and how am I gonna track and how am I gonna like specifically like put my training so that I'm not like doing too much legs. Or you need muscle. Add muscle. Once you have a physique that's big enough, then we can be a little bit more specific. Usually, I max out like lying leg curls usually. I'm not close. I'm not even close. That one's heavy. It's heavy. Either that or I'm weak as fuck today. But yeah. Yep.
The first time I've seen you not max out.
Yeah. And to be honest, it's a little bit too heavy. This would probably be better, actually. I think because usually people maybe don't put specific days on hamstrings, which I don't, to be honest. But what happens is that if you decide to do, let's say, I'll give you an example. If I decide that I do my whole quad training before, then I do hamstrings, that's what most people do, because the hardest thing about training legs is doing quads, like cardiovascular wise and all that kind of stuff. Once you get to hamstrings, you're already tired. So you're not putting the same amount of effort into your hamstring training as you are in your quad training. So I think that's a big thing. But I think for the most part, guys that either split their training or like me, I start my training with the hamstrings. So I do 2 exercises for hamstrings first, then I get into the quads, and then I come back to hamstrings. So I'm kind of trying to have that kind of middle where I'm not just over exhausting my hamstrings and then have no juice for the quads. But to be honest, once you've done hamstring, you still kind of have juice for quads. The other way around though, not so much. Stuff with a lot of adjustments, but sometimes it's okay, this, and then you're if I try to do this again,
once you set it up, it's perfect.
Okay. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Ooh. Dorian, this one too.
You're doing orders for Dorian.
I think it's cool. I like the competition. I like that kind of trash talking type thing. As long as it's not too cheesy, you know, there's some people that kind of force it. But if you're actually in a conversation and you're actually have a little rivalry with someone, I find it awesome. I think it's really good for the sport. I think the reason why it's a little bit more like that in open is because there's more pressure on open than any other class too, because there's more people that talk about it too. There's more money. There's more people that talk, all the, if you look at every news channel about bodybuilding, look, there are some specific ones that are talking about men's physique and classic and whatever, but the main conversation is always open, you know. And even the other channels that will focus on other classes will still talk about open. And when you get to the shows, everyone's going to stay to watch the open bodybuilders, right? Even if you're not even interested in open bodybuilding, you're still going to watch to see the freaks. So the big focus and the eyes are always on the open. So I think there's more pressure on it. If you do well, there's a lot of you're getting a lot of attention, but also if you don't do well, you get a lot of attention, you know. So yeah, I think that pressure kind of insinuates sometimes that people will take things personally, and then that will create kind of frictions in between the guys, which I think is good. I love this shit. And I was telling Nick, just even I'm not at the level, you know, people are not talking about me about the show winner yet, but you know, just this show, because I was coming into the show and people saw updates, there was still some talk. And some people might see that as pressure. I like it. I like being in the conversation because it means that you're doing something and people are noticing. And again, I can't speak. Maybe it'll be different when I'm a little bit more to the point where now you're actually fighting for wins. Maybe it'll be a little bit different. Maybe it'll affect me different. But I think, I really don't think so. I think my personality is very I like the professional sport. I've always watched professional sport in terms of hockey, football. It's always been you like that. Yeah, fans are very, it's fun that the fans are involved so much. And even if they're bitching at you, it's because they're watching. Oh, shit. Ooh. We're at what, 86 now? 14 left. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Yeah, that's nice.
You're fucked up, dude.
Okay. Bro, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like cake. Yep. Okay. Fuck. Oh. That was not fun. That's fun actually. It hurt. Now you can't walk. Fuck, that hurt. Oh, fuck. Like, bro, you have to, I'm gonna put you through a workout like this. You have to feel it, like.
Bro, my girlfriend does this, by the way. You put that in, like,
she doesn't do it like that.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
25.
Yeah, that's what, if she's able to do 25, it's too late.
Oh, okay.
I'll show her.
Bro,
She'll cry. She'll cry.
Last time she trained with me, she cried.
Yeah, and we did arms. We did biceps, and she cried. Like, oh. Well, I made my decision, so it's not thinking anymore. But we're gonna do 5 plates. We're gonna do 5 plates. We'll do as much as I can. We'll aim for 12 reps, right? So I'll do as much as I can. Listen, if I unrack it and I don't feel it, I'm gonna take it off. It's not worth it. But I feel good on this machine, so I'd rather take more time here and only do maybe like 2 sets on leg press, maybe 2 sets on lunges. So do more volume, let's say, on this machine. So I'll do 5 plates, and I want to get to 12. So let's say if I do 5, then I'll have 7 more reps to do. So I'll take off a plate. I'll try to do as much as I can to get this to the 7 that's left. If I do 3, 4, I'll take another one off until I get to that 12. We're gonna do 3 more. I won't even have to drop it.
Come on.
No, come help me. That was not smart. Don't do this. No. But you know what? I will say this. It felt good. It didn't feel heavy. I felt like I was in control. But I didn't have to do that. Oh, that's it for quads. Well, the reason why it's not just digestion. You might have trouble with your appetite. The reason why is because, and that only happens if you train pretty hard, because it's very hard on the nervous system. So when, how can I say, you know, when your body's like in a stressful situation, that stress is kind of going to create, like all the blood is going to go somewhere else. It's not going to go into your stomach, or like, so all the blood is basically located into your legs, which is a big muscle. Now, until it kind of like dissipates, because to digest food, you need blood that goes into the stomach. That's why for some people that eat food like right before the gym and then go train, you're not going to have the best benefit in terms of pump and all that kind of stuff. You need to let your body assimilate the food, because all the blood is now into your stomach to try to digest this food, right? Absorbing nutrients. Same thing goes with when you're training. So if I'm training legs and then I'm trying to eat right after, it might take a little bit of time before the blood dissipates from your legs and is allowed to other functions in the body to function properly. So that could be a reason why you have trouble eating. And also it does trigger your cortisol and your nervous system a lot more to train legs, especially if you train heavy. That is something that will affect your nervous system a little bit. You might be a little bit tired, more like fatigued. Not necessarily, sometimes it's not even about being sore, because you might be sore training chest, but you're not going to have the same response, neurological response when you're training legs than when you're training chest. When you're training legs, there might be a point when an hour or 2 hours after you might want to take a nap. Why? Because now your nervous system is so drained that that's what kind of your body wants to do, right? It wants to recuperate right away. And that, in that case, then you're not in an optimal state to absorb food. All right, so all in a day's work. Last leg day of this prep season, officially, because this was actually the last one. Texas Pro in 5 days. Tomorrow, traveling, so we're gonna be vlogging that as well. Going to Texas early tomorrow. So we're gonna go eat. Got 2 meals left. This was a low day today as well. Tomorrow most likely will be a low day tomorrow as well. Right now we're heavier than last week at the same point because of the whole carb up process that we did for Tampa. So the goal now is to get all that water off, kind of deplete the body a little bit more, and so that we can load up properly for Texas. And we might not have to load as much, we don't know, like it depends on how much water we're gonna drain, but I was already a lot lighter this afternoon than I was this morning. So that's a good sign. And tomorrow we'll most likely do another low day to kind of deplete the body even more. We're gonna be Tuesday tomorrow. And then Wednesday we'll see where I stand and if we start loading the body or if we need an extra low day as well, okay? So that's it for today. That's it for leg day. Catch us tomorrow for the trip to Texas. And that's it. I got nothing else to say. You go check the other video tomorrow.